Hi, welcome back to Final Fantasy III. When we last left off, we fell into a cave, froze a turtle to death, and got our first 5 jobs. So, off we go. Get out of the way. Not even one encounter. Huh. Eek! Oh, sorry. I thought you might be ghosts too. While traveling from the west, I came across this cursed town. I'd stay away from the inn if I were you. It's full of ghosts. And if you talk to him, he does the same thing. It's like, you already know we're not ghosts. Yeah, I think all of them say exactly the same thing. I don't think there's anything hidden here. Yeah, I think the Mythril mines will actually kick your butt if you're not ready for them. Can't go that way because that rock's in the way. Let's see what's going on in the castle. Actually, hang on. The Jin's curse turned everyone in the castle into ghosts. I was only spared because I was out on the mission at the time. If we had a Mythril ring, we would be able to seal away Jin again. Kazis is the only place where they can craft such a ring, but with the curse. How can we hope to find a Mythril ring now? There's some secrets to be had here. White Slayer is a holy sword. Only red mages can wield it. I am King Sassoon, but as you can see, Jin's curse has reduced me to this ghostly form. Only by defeating Jin can this foul curse be lifted. Where is Jin? He dwells in the sealed cavern to the north of this castle. But without a Mythril ring, you will be powerless. We heard that Her Highness Princess Sarah has one. It's news to me. Nobody said that so far. Oh, how could I have forgotten? The people of Kazis once presented Sarah with a Mythril ring. But I fear Sarah is nowhere to be found. Could she have been abducted by the Jin? Oh, my poor Sarah. We can check out the sealed cavern. Oh, such stalwart warriors. When you reach the sealed cavern, you should know that there is a secret door. The skeleton is the key. Please, you must defeat the Jin and free my people from this wicked curse. I don't remember how to get into the secret area. You kind of want to because you get that really excellent sword for red mage to get started with. Aha! Nothing down there. Tonfa. Blizzard and leather shield. No. Lynx needs a spell. There, now we got a spell. Where is the White Slayer at? I think there's another secret passage here. Western Tower. Western Tower. But I only see a way to go to the right. Oh, more into the castle out here. I think there are enemies in here, so you have to be kind of careful. Definitely hit a little harder. Have a lot more health than what we've been dealing with so far. Oh, yay, poison! Poison makes a return, people! Everybody knows how much I love poison! Of course, it's not as damaging here as it was in Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Looks like we have to go all the way back to the first city just to get more antidotes. That could be bad. That could be really bad. Why are you targeting Lynx? He's third in the order. There you go. Equip. Weight Slayer. Which actually has more attack power than the warrior's sword. Drace may be our lead damage dealer, or at least in this first dungeon, because there's a lot of undead. Which is kind of funny considering how much of a disappointment Red Mage was in Final Fantasy 1. I think this is supposed to be Sarah's bedroom. That's about it for treasures in here. There might be some hidden stuff that I don't remember about, but that's fine. What? Can't rest here. Psh, this place sucks. And we're not quite done. There is one thing we gotta find back in the first town. Not first town, the town next to the desert. But we need some supplies, and you can't buy any of those, and whatever the name of that desert town is with the Mythril. Oh, yay, poison, my favorite satisfact. Go ahead and rest up real fast. So we can rest here for free. I think it's him. Sid's the name. I'm from Canaan, but a boulder in the Olive Valley is blocking my way home. Now I'm stuck here. Figured I'd spend the night at the inn. Then this happened. What's my wife gonna say? Say, want to take my airship for a spin? It's parked under the desert to the west of town. In return, you can do something about this here predicament? Alright. Yeah, just trust 4 random kids with your expensive-ass airship. Just not even... No, don't even question it. Don't even question it. Yay, can't go over mountains, can't go over the boulder. That's it. That's all we get to do. This could be a bit precarious, though. Yeah, I might have to pause and do a little off-camera grinding. Not much. You don't actually need to do that much grinding. There's like, in the original Nintendo game, there was almost like barriers. Like, you need to be at this level to go past this point in the game. Because things would just suddenly get a little bit stronger. It would suddenly be too strong for the level you've kind of naturally gotten, but then once you hit like this threshold, then everything kind of balances itself out. because we have fought one enemy and one of us is already almost dead. I think we need to move out level 5. Oh, but we're not going to get anything out here. So I guess it's a little bit better to try and grind in here. And we got so little utility to work with right now. Like, got no spells. Stars deal with the white mage right now. Damn it. That sucked. All right. Take 2, I guess. You know what? We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Did a little off-camera grinding. We're now level 7. Things have been going a lot smoother. Also, Lynx now has a bow with holy arrows. So, I don't know. It's kind of like casting magic missile, I guess. Have a little bit of easier time getting through your scripts because we don't have a lot of MP to just waste on spells. Yeah, see, they were hitting us pretty hard till we hit level 7. And now we seem to be doing okay. The system. There. 2 of us have cure magic. Skeleton is the key, they said. There we go. I'm Sarah, Princess Sassoon. Your Highness, what are you doing here? I'm here to save my subjects, but I fear I cannot find a clear path through the monsters. Thankfully, my Mythril ring spared me from Dijin's curse. Nevertheless, these caves are dangerous. Your Highness, you should return to the castle. I will not. I'll forge ahead, alone if I have to. Your Highness, won't you reconsider? Please take me with you. I cannot seal away Dijin without my Mythril ring. You cannot seal it. Then I suppose we must. In the original, in both versions of the game, you could actually see your guest character on this menu. As far as I know, she doesn't do anything. Like, in the 3D remake, the guest characters help you out a little bit in battle, like they do random things. But, not in the original Nintendo game, which this is more based on. Confusion already? It's kind of early for that status effect. Jeez, you guys heard of it. Yeah, I want to do eye drops to links, but we only got 5. We got an extra one. Back attack. Alright. Alright. Let's make sure we're all good and ready here. Yeah, we're close enough. Grace is only missing a few points. It's the Djinn! Stand back. I will use my ring to banish the Djinn. Nothing happened. You think that silly trinket could stop me? I've joined forces with the darkness, and together we're unstoppable! I doubt that, dude. You're only the first boss. Isn't it how nice how magic can just miss for no reason? And then one of those moments of, what were you thinking, Square Enix? Well, they were still Squaresoft at the time, but still. Oh, come on. Now he's not going to get any experience points if we win. Oh well, it's probably better than wasting a Phoenix down. Now, Sarah, while the Djinn is weakened, use your ring! The Djinn dispersed like mist. The ring's power sealed them deep within the cavern once again. Thank you so much. I never would have been able to seal away the Djinn without your help. All that remains is to cast the ring into the wellspring in the castle, and Djinn's curse will be lifted. For now, I'll use the ring's power to warp us back to the castle. We have an airship up there. There. Well. There, now Djinn's curse should be broken. We wouldn't be here without you all. Thank you. I suppose we must part ways. I have a duty to my father and my people after all. Would that I could travel with you, but I'd only be in your way. Sarah. Come back when your journey finishes. I'll be waiting for you, as long as it takes. We swear to return. Thank you, brave warriors. You have sealed away the Djinn and saved my precious Sarah. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Take this. I trust it will aid you on your quest. We got the canoe. Huh? But we have an airship. What do we need a canoe for? You'll find out in the next episode. We'll call it here. If you're enjoying this trip through Final Fantasy with me, please remember to subscribe, comment, leave a like, and ring the bell and all that stuff. And we will see you later.